Hello friend, welcome back. I'm really glad that you are here. So now from to this video, we'll start our project. So first of all, I want to discuss all that basic fundamental, and not only you just learn that basic fundamental. So with this basic fundamental knowledge, we'll create some of the small project and then we'll create one of the large project. Sound is great, right? So how can do that work step by step? Everything I will show you with a live example. So friend, before install that Laravel, we need some of the essential things. So which things I want to share with you? Like here, I want to create this project into the local environment. So into the local environment, they have one of the software as a XAMPP. So you can use that XAMPP, WAMP, whatever you want. So right now for this course, I want to use this XAMPP. And as you know, XAMPP is one of the free open source, one of the software for your local server environment. So it's totally free. You have to search it on Google and you will get this software. It's a pretty much simple one of the software that you have to download it and then you have to install it. Okay, so make that sure you install it, and after install it, it will be display this type of one of the pop-up, and here we have to run two of these things. Here we have to run that Apache and the MySQL. So right now I want to start that Apache, and also I want to start that MySQL. That means all the database related everything we can manage it from to this MySQL. Now I start both of these. So when you install that XAMPP, you will get one of the folder. If you go to your C drive, that means here I install it. So if you open it here, you can see when you install that XAMPP, that means when you install this XAMPP, then this XAMPP will be actually created one of this type of one of the folder. So to the folder area, that is one of the htdocs. So htdocs is the main root directory. Okay friends, so that is the main root directory. So whatever the project will be created, you can create it from here. Rather than you can also create it outside this. So right now I want to do that work. I want to create our folder, that means our project folder, in particular this htdocs folder area. That means that is our main root directory of our this local server. Okay, so make that sure you install it and make that sure you run that Apache and the MySQL, and that is our main root directory as a htdocs. So now if you want to access your server, so right now here if you access as a local host, so if you click as enter, automatically it will be redirected to the local host XAMPP. So that means when you install that XAMPP, automatically everything will be work. So it is pretty much basic things, friend. And here if you go to that PHP info, and into the PHP info here, you can see right now I am using that PHP version 7.3.7. So if you go to that Laravel official website, if you go to that documentation, so we'll create our everything with our this Laravel 8, right? So that is our Laravel latest version as 8. So everything one by one I will show you. So here if you go to that Laravel 8, that is a server requirements, you can see there is a server requirement is needed as a 7.3. So make that sure you updated your PHP version. So right now it's totally perfect. My PHP version is a 7.3. Okay friends, so make that sure you updated that part. And also after that, here also make that sure you install that Node.js. So Node.js is one of the open source server environment, so that is also be needed. So that is pretty much simple one of the software. Here you can actually download that current version, you can download that LTS version. So it's pretty much simple. If you click on here, so automatically it will be download in your system. So here you have to install it. It pretty much one click, one of the software, you have to install it. So if you install it perfectly, then if you want to check it that you perfectly install that Node.js or not, you can check it with run that command prompt. So if you run your command prompt, and here if you run as a node and then space and then hyphen as a v, that means the version. If you want to check it, click as a enter. Now you can see friend, right now I'm using that Node.js version 13.8.0. So make that sure you install it. It's also be needed. So here I have already installed that Node.js in my system. So right now you can see it's now showing this version. Perfect. And also we will need another things. We will need that editor. So you can use that Sublime Text Editor. You can use that Visual Studio Code, whatever you like. You can also use that Atom. Okay, so for this course, I want to prefer this one. That means the Visual Studio Code. So every editor is totally free. You have to search it in the Google and just simply download this all that editor, what the editor you actually like. You have to download it and you have to install it. Okay, friend. That is the main three things will be needed. We'll need one of the XAMPP server. We'll need one of the editor, and also we'll need the install that Node.js. So if everything okay, now we are ready to install Laravel. So how can you install Laravel 8 in our next video? I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.